let's bring on Oded Carmi, right? Let's do this right now, Jimmy. I know we have an update, but let's just do this now, Matt. Let's bring in Oded Carmi.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's been waiting around. He was supposed to come on at 5, but we went with Matt. It's Oded Carmi, of course, the owner, the founder of DN Van Lines, a great partner here at 98.5 The Sports Hub, and a great partner and benefactor for Christmas in the City. Thousands of toys getting hauled around the city of Boston here. A couple of years ago, they had 10,000 toys. DN Van Lines has been the one responsible for that, so donating their time to Christmas in the City. Oded, thank you so much for your support. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm here for the prosciutto toast. Where is that? Is it somewhere around here?
Something I said earlier, Maz. We were promoting Kings and their New Year's Eve. Their New Year's Eve offerings, and they say 2 hours of bowling, special New Year's menu, and a prosciutto toast. I'm like, that sounds like a interesting dish. Like, why are we
like a bruschetta?
There was a prosecco toast.
Prosecco.
Okay, cheers, salute. Okay, so that's the joke with Oded Carmi. Oded, if you were calling for a sports take today, what would it be?
You know, I think the Belichick stuff's really interesting, and the way that I look at it is, have you guys ever thought this is like his retirement? Like, do you know when people like have a real job, they're like a high-powered thing, then they retire and they take like a job at like a cash register somewhere? Yeah. Like, this is kind of like similar, right?
He's a greeter at Walmart.
Greeter at Walmart.
No. He's a starter at the golf club. The starter at the golf club is like the ideal one. Yeah.
This is it. I mean, right? You go to a college thing, not a lot of pressure. North Carolina, why not?
Do you want him back in the league? Don't you want him back in the league, Oded? Come on.
The natural fit is obviously in Dallas, right? I mean,
no, but I'm talking about for our purposes. Like, this is what I was talking about earlier. Like, Brady, Belichick, as long as someone's still in it, that thing's still alive. And Belichick now Kraft, and like that whole crap pile that we've been talking about for 25 years, as long as someone's still in the league, that lives on some level. And I'm going to miss it. I want it. I need it back.
Absolutely. I mean, I agree with you. And I think he sells tickets. I think he's fundamentally a good coach, right? I want to see him in Dallas because, we had the Jimmy Johnson, Joe.
Right.
That's like the right ingredients for really good takes and really good radio.
I'm worried about takes and radio.
I know.
And Bill Belichick at North Carolina does nothing for takes or radio.
0.0.
I'd say 0.5.
Unless he sucks and loses.
That does something really heinous,
There's a scandal.
Yeah. That's what it's going to take. Or him making the national championship game. Anything short of the highest success, the national championship game, or the lowest of low, a scandal with him and a cheerleader, which of course is on the board, right? Obviously. But anything in between those two extremes, I don't really care.
I think it's your fault, honestly. I really do think it's your fault. I mean, let me tell you why, right? Because you guys are obsessed with the whole thing. He's chasing Shula's record.
Yes.
Like, he wants this so bad. And I think he's doing this just to show you that he doesn't give a shit.
Okay. Well said, except you can't say it. I get
Sorry, that he doesn't give a whatever.
You think that's because of that or because no one in the NFL wants to give him a job?
I think you can get a job if you really want it. I mean, you have to give it some control. Probably the money's a piece of it. But, there's a lot of teams, especially kind of middle market, lower market teams, that Bill Belichick will sell some tickets, right?
Do you know Bill?
I've met him before.
Okay.
I mean, listen,
you like him.
I love Bill.
Listen, this is now 2 straight appearances here where I've gotten a strong whiff of Bill.
Oh, that's right.
From Oded.
That's right.
And so I just let's flush this out. Go ahead.
I mean, listen, I think he's a great coach. I mean, he brought us a lot of championships.
Brady did.
Together they did. And he was great for the city. I appreciate him just like I appreciate Brady. I think it's a little bit of revisionist history to kind of take him completely out of it. Let me ask you a question, Maz. Do you think with a different coach, right, with Gerard Mayo and Brady, do we win those Super Bowls?
No.
A couple of them.
Yeah, not all of them.
A couple of them? Are you certain about that?
Brady alone would have won you something.
Brady alone wins you something.
Yeah. If Mayo had that roster, which in hindsight was pretty good, not 6, but they would have won.
Yeah. They would have won a few.
Yeah, they would have won a couple.
So you give him credit for what? 3?
I give Belichick credit for putting it over the top.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, he was valuable, but Brady was the big piece.
So let's take Brady away. Do you think that Patriots have won 1 Super Bowl without Brady? So you have Belichick the entire time, but you never have Brady. Do they win a Super Bowl during those 20 years?
No.
Not one.
Bill doesn't make it out of 2001 with Drew Bledsoe. They would have been 6-10 again or something like that. 5-11, 6-10. That's where they were headed. 0-2, nothing going on.
So you get the Drake May equivalent right early on, You didn't think he's able to do anything with it.
Yeah, Bill didn't get Bledsoe early on. He got Bledsoe at the end.
No, but what I'm saying is, so you don't get Brady,
right?
So they draft a quarterback, get a Drake May equivalent.
I don't think Bill survives it. I don't think Bill survives him going to the bottom to draft the next quarterback because inside of a year and a half they hated him pretty good, as most people tend to. But then they started winning, and the next thing you know, the rest is history, as they say.
Are you guys pro or anti the North Carolina move? So he does this.
Anti. I think it's sad.
Pathetic.
It is lame.
Lame.
His dad was like Navy.
Oh,
comes from
give
this,
me rat's ass.
He comes from this whole thing. I only care about football.
What do I care?
I don't care about Shula's record. He's really giving it to you guys.
I just care about me. No, I just care about our show. And this does very little for our show.
Exactly. So he's giving it to you.
He's giving it to me, all right. Anyway, Oded, thank you so much again for coming by, and most importantly, your support of Christmas of the City.
I have a lot of fun. I want to tell you one story about Christmas of the City before I leave.
Do it.
So, we've been doing this for 5 or 6 years. And by the way, Fugger, you started us on this, so you get all the credit. I have a driver that doesn't even work for me anymore, okay? And he calls me up about, 2 weeks ago. He's like, his name's Joe Morris. And he says, hey, you're doing Christmas in the City this year? I'm like, yeah, we do it every year. Can I, come and, do it for you? I don't even work for you anymore. Can I come and, drive a truck and do it? So he's right now in Avon. Jordan's, actually, no, he's going to be here. He's going to be here in, half an hour to pick up the presents.
Nice.
I mean, that's the effect that Christmas in the City has. Fugger, I mean it. I mean, we would not have gotten involved without you. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I think you would have done this or something like it because that's the kind of guys you are. So, but thank you either way again, and thanks for the support, Oded.
Love being on there with you guys.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
We'll see you at the Super Bowl in New Orleans, right?
We'll see you in New Orleans.
Come on by for a little stint in New Orleans.
We'll do it.
All right, here's an update. Quick, we come back. Final thoughts, calls, and emails. Don't go anywhere.
Sports Hub